We are discussing about GATE 1991 ECE paper. This is one more question. Look at the diagram. In the figure, the N-channel MOSFETs are identical and their current voltage characteristics are given by the following expressions. For VDS less than VGS minus VT, ID is equal to VGS minus 1 into VDS minus VDS square by 2. For VDS greater than or equal to VGS minus VT, ID is equal to VGS minus 1 whole square. Find the current IDC as shown. So these are the equations for the MOSFETs, and we are going to calculate the IDC as it is indicated, that is the current flowing through this transistor M as indicated. Okay, so how to solve this one? We will see the details now. So there are two equations. MOSFET can be either of three regions. It may be in cutoff region or linear region, or it may be in saturation region. Okay, linear region is also called as triode region. So this is the condition for triode region, that is triode region or linear region. Okay, and this is the condition for saturation region. Condition for saturation region. So first of all, we must know whether the transistors are in triode region or in saturation region. So then only you can apply the equations. Okay, so and we are going to be naming the two transistors in this way. For example, this is going to be M1 and it is M2. We'll go for the other slide. So this is nothing but given diagram, and we are going for this is M1 and it is M2. So the current flowing through M2 is nothing but assume it as I2, and current flowing through M1 is nothing but IDC itself. And this is, if you assume, this is going to be treated as drain of M1 and it is gate of M1, and this is source. In the same way, drain of M2, gate of M2, and it is source of M2. So gate and drain, whenever they are shorted at that time, M1 will be in definitely saturation. Condition for saturation is this one. Check this one. VDS should be greater than or equal to VGS minus VT. VT is nothing but threshold voltage. Whenever gate and drain are shorted, at that time drain voltage and gate voltage are same, and now you are checking gate voltage minus some threshold voltage, definitely it will be lesser than the gate voltage, because both are same, VGS VDS are same, and here you are comparing with something lesser than, something less by VT. Always this condition satisfies. So M1 is in saturation. M1 is in saturation, and this is of NMOS type. For NMOS, VDS is always positive, remember that one. So the voltage across this point, what you are getting is nothing but positive voltage. The voltage at this point is always positive, remember that one. Next, come for the M2. If you are coming for the M2, we have to check for M2 whether it is in saturation or active region, that is triode region. The condition is nothing but, again, this is VDS should be greater than or equal to VGS minus VT. So VDS you can write it as VD2 minus VS2 should be greater than or equal to VG2 minus VS2 minus VT. So this is VS2 get cancels. What you will get is VD2 should be greater than or equal to VG2 minus VT. So VD2 is going to be something as positive voltage that just now we have seen, and it should be greater than or equal to VG2, that is gate of M2 transistor, it is at ground, so definitely it is something 0, minus threshold voltage of NMOS is always positive, and the value of threshold voltage is 1. from these equations. It is actually, the equation says VGS minus VT into VDS. Otherwise in saturation VGS minus VT whole square. So VT value is nothing but 1 volt. So from that one you can identify the VT value. So this value is VD2, which is positive, is always greater than minus 1. So it is always true. Always true, which implies nothing but M2 will be in saturation. So M1 is in saturation and M2 is also in saturation. Remember that one. And we know how to calculate the saturation current. Okay, so now we will calculate current flowing through M2, which is I2. Saturation current equation is VGS minus 1 whole square. So VGS minus 1 is nothing but VG minus VS minus 1 whole square. And here, since it is M2 transistor, we are going in this way, VG2 minus VS2 minus 1 whole square. So I2 is equal to VG2 is nothing but it is at ground, gate of M2 transistor, minus VS2, source of M2 transistor, is connected at minus 2 volts, minus 1 whole square, which is nothing but 2 minus 1 whole square. So I2 is equal to 1 milliampere. So apply KCL across this node. Apply KCL across this node. Kirchhoff's current law. From KCL we can write IDC plus I2 is equal to 2 milliamperes, because incoming currents are positive, outgoing currents are negative. Okay, so from this one IDC is equal to 2 minus I2. Just now I2 found 2 minus 1, which is nothing but 1 milliampere. So this is the current flowing through the M1 transistor. So IDC value is 1 milliampere. Okay, thank you.